Hello and welcome back to my channel, Tied for Initiative. Today I'm going to talk about cinematic role-playing. I got the cover here of Pulp Adventure, 2nd edition, a book that I wrote, just to sort of give an example of a cinematic role-playing game. In a cinematic role-playing game, you want to bring about scenes where characters can do awesome stuff. Yes, they'll have choices to make, and those choices will affect the flow of the adventure. But you ultimately want to take a little bit more control of the narrative than you would in, say, a sandbox Dungeons & Dragons adventure where characters are free to do whatever they darn well please and ultimately ruin your plans. In a Pulp Adventure game, for instance, or say a Feng Shui game, a Traveler game, or Everyday Heroes, which is another new one out on the horizon, you want to have a basic script for the adventure. A good thing is to find a favorite movie of yours, like, say, Big Trouble in Little China, Escape from New York. Maybe it could be something like Breakdown or Enter the Dragon. Or an adventure I did the other day was based on Bloodsport. The characters had to go to the Golden Kumite and defeat many opponents while planting explosives throughout the invisible temple to bring it down on top of the villains' heads. The players loved the adventure. They got to do some fighting, some kung fu fighting, in fact, and they also got to do some subterfuge. In the end, they won the day, but also in the end, the very end of the adventure, one of the characters met his doom as a killer doll, a killer geisha doll, came back for revenge and got him while he was sleeping. That might be the end of the character, but in most cinematic games, there's a way to bring people back. In fact, some simply have a feat or an advantage where if you die off screen, you're not dead. You can come back with a convenient excuse. Another way in cinematic games to alter your fate is to use action points, pulp points, hero points, or some such thing like that to re-roll or adjust die rolls. But ultimately, it comes down to the way the adventure is written. So next time you're watching a movie, say a Chuck Norris movie, or Charles Bronson film, or an Indiana Jones movie, think, how would this make a great adventure for me? So remove the sandbox elements from it and copy the flow of the adventure. Maybe put your own imprint over the top of it so people don't go, hey, that's Indiana Jones. Instead, adapt it for your own world. Look at it and see what's the bones of this adventure and how can I make it my own. That's all I want to cover for today. Think about it next time you're watching your favorite movie. Would my players like this? How can I make a good adventure out of this? Thank you and have a great day.